I want to give you guys an update concerning two particular case that has been ongoing, one silently, one very much publicly. First of all, that would be Bishop T.D. Jakes in Jazz, and you remember he had a case concerning a certain gentleman who came out, said things on the socials and so forth. And so that case, there is a little bit of an update I gotta bring. And so it's hectic. And then the second person is Bishop of the Val, Bishop Zondo. You know, on this particular picture, it looks like he had questions. Bishop Zondo had questions. You know, he's not sure. Should he ask? Maybe should he wait? Maybe pause a little bit. Maybe I'm just joking. And so those are the two particular subjects that I want to deal with on this particular episode. I do have a little bit to run through, and so give me a little bit of time. Do like this video if you do, and other episodes done today to be down in the pinned comments. Spirituality show. All right. So let's start off. Much easier to understand is Bishop Zondo. So you'll remember that Bishop Zondo has been trying to get the judge in his case to recuse himself. Is that how they say it? So that another judge can take over, which will cause the case to now restart. And then, because that judge must now hear the details. You'll remember this is the same thing that Bushiri did. The other judge had thingy, and then out of nowhere, they then asked for another judge, and then they had to switch judges, and then it still came out to what it came out to, but they switched judges, and then now that judge had to sit in and hear that case. There's been an article that was written by IOL here 3 days back. It says Bishop Zondo's legal battle, accusations of Tararamtata and the acquittal for acquittal. He's asking for acquittal, kind of like Omotosho kind of like thing. Okay, so they said if you actually go down through the thingy, they say it has been months since the state closed its case. So the state has already put forward all the witnesses and everything. What's left now is for the bishop, you understand, against the Rivers of Living Waters Bishop Zondo, but rather than proceeding with his defense against almost 10 against him, Zondo is using the legal all his legal avenues to openly avoid this. So that's what they are saying. They are saying that he is doing the runaround in order to not have to go that particular route. There's only a reasonable conclusion that is that Judge Musopa believes that Mr. Zondo is guilty of the crimes. That's what they are saying. Okay, that alone disqualifies this judge from further taratata. So basically they are saying, you know what, if this judge continues with this case, we see problems. That's what they're saying. They're saying we see problems. Wahala day. And so now I can go and check out that article. It was written by IOL. I'm going to read the rest of it. So recently I saw some new paperwork concerning the entire case of Bishop T.D. Jakes. Now you'll remember last time I was saying they were doing all these applications, Bishop T.D. Jakes' team. They were doing all these applications which in the new paperwork. Not only do they go that route, which explains the whole discovery thing that they were trying to do, they found some things concerning the lawyer of the gentleman who defamed Bishop T.D. Jakes in his last thing. Okay, I gotta go through some of this paper. It's crazy. So this is the paperwork. You can see it over there. I had to screenshot it from someone. And stuff like that. So if you do see some screenshots thingy, first among them, so there were issues around things, so should be denied for many reasons. This is his Bishop Jakes' team. They said the things that he's trying to pursue, this should deny the motions of trying to dismiss this thing. This thing should go to trial. They're probably gonna lose. That's what the Jake's team is thinking on this. Should be denied. First, amongst them, most of the authorities cited in his briefing are made up. Imagine you send a lawyer. Imagine you have a lawyer who's representing you and the lawyer is making up things. What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on here? Okay, they said some of the things that were in the case were actually made up. In support of this motion, Youngblood fabricates codes. So basically, he cited things that were not there. He cited cases that are, Jesus, let me read you the thing. I won't read the whole thing, but fabricates codes from at least 8 cases, as well as many other holdings. Basically, the Mandem was quoting cases that don't even exist. Imagine. Of the cited cases, including all of the ones in the conspiracy argument, that there is this conspiracy that is being built and around thingy, which are not conspiracy cases at all, and claims that the claimant does not include factual allegations. It's unclear whether the motion to dismiss is a product of a fever dream or generated through a prompt through AI software. The lawyers of TD Jakes had insulted the dude. They said it's like he's using AI, because some of the things, it's like, is there a fever? This brotherhood is not okay. Is he under some feverish whatever? What's going on? We cannot keep track of the Mandem. This is what they were saying inside there. And then it says that in the 6 million demand letter Dwayne Youngblood's lawyer sent to Bishop T.D. Jakes, Dwayne owns contradictions. Basically, he claims one thing, while as in the video he claimed a different thing. So they kind of like highlight some of these contradictions between in the video and also in thingy, particularly the issue of the age. The next particular issue that they brought up, so here they brought up the issue of the health scare thingy. And then, then also again, they kind of bring back the issue of the case laws argument. Basically, they say here, simply ignore complaints, allegation, and code of false case law imposing imaginary request on him. So basically, the Mandem, they didn't state it in one place that he was faking case law by which he was quoting. By the way, for those that don't know what case law is this whole thing where they can use a different case and study how that case outcome came about and what was the judgment out of it. So they can use that. They can use case law in order to support their claims. So yeah, this is the part where they actually say that Youngblood had been arrested. Okay, they said Youngblood had been arrested for the very same thing that he's saying that Jace did. And then they say down here at the bottom at 20 to 22, it says the story was a success for Youngblood to garner attention and recast himself as a victim rather than the perpetrator of and this was one of the essential motives for fabricating these claims about Jakes. So basically they are saying because he himself was actually in court because of the very same thing. So this makes it wild. Makes it wild. Why would your lawyer be citing fake cases to make, like, did he not think that they will go and check for the conclusions of those cases? Yeah, his legal team, they have to check what is he citing here? Which one is this one? And so they went, they checked, and they're like, hey, chief, you are, you are here speaking lies and stuff. That was weird for me. When I read that, when I was looking at I was like, nah, these guys tried it. If your experience with Jakes is legit, why did you have your lawyer fake case sightings? That he was arrested, if you didn't see that particular episode, that he was also arrested for the very same thing that he was claiming that Jakes had done to him. I thought that was very, very wild. And he tried to minimize it in the thing. That's another thing that they do mention in this case. They do mention that he tries to make himself look like, there was nothing, whilst he was actually convicted for that particular thing. So if you don't remember, this is Dwayne Youngblood. So funny enough, man, your lawyer is faking documents. I think he's gonna fool the court. Hey, it's a lot. It's a lot going on out here. It's the Reality Show. We do daily Christian commentary videos. Other episodes done today, they'll be down in the pinned comments. Just a little bit of an update on some of the paperwork going to and fro. And maybe they're trying to dodge going to court. I'm talking about the Youngblood guy, right? Maybe they're trying to dodge doing that. They were thought maybe they will just settle out of court or whatever. And maybe Jake's people are like, you know what? Let us go, Baba. Let us go. And let us see when we get there what it turns out to. It's Ricky. I'll tell you your thoughts in the comment section. And have a blessed day. It's not every person. Some people are out here making up things. It's a lot.